to you something interesting about, you know how, okay, so Trump's mom, she's from Scotland.
Yeah.
Um, you
He
know,
did a
Trump,
thing about Trump. He did a thing about Trump.
no, but he did a thing about Trump. But check this out. Trump's brother, you know, the brother that passed away from alcoholism that he had, Fred Jr.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Okay, Frederick Chris Trump Jr. was born October 14th, 1938, as the first son of wealthy. He was the oldest brother. Wealthy. He was supposed to be the guy that was, you know, going to be the scion. Wealthy real estate developer Fred Trump and Marianne McLeod in Queens, New York. In 1956, Fred Jr. graduated from St. Paul's School. In that same year, his father, Fred Sr., donated money to having playing fields redone, and in his honor were renamed Trump Field. Fred Jr. attended Lehigh University and joined a historically Jewish fraternity, Sigma Alpha Mu, even though he was not Jewish. He became president of the fraternity and graduated BA in business, completing ROTC, and entered the Air National Guard as a second lieutenant. Why the hell? Listen to this. So this is an article in the forward. Trump's brother rebelled against their authoritarian father by joining a Jewish frat. Oh, so now they're trying to paint like...
That's horseshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Fred Trump, the authoritarian father.
Yeah. Even though, the one that built the freaking Talmud Torah in Brooklyn.
He built a yeshiva. That's number one. Number two, he supported heavily to the right-wing Israeli, to the Jewish militias in Israel during the War of Independence, like the Haganah. He supported like those kind of, not the Haganah. Who was
the
like Jabotinsky type people.
Yeah. The not Haganah, the Irgun.
They're right. He supported people like that.
Listen to this.
Like, why would he even be involved in that?
See, it says prep school under his belt, Episcopalian prep school. Decided to join Sigma Alpha Mu, a historically Jewish fraternity, according to David K. Johnston, The Making of Donald Trump. Okay. Several former fraternity brothers told the New York Times earlier this year that they remember, this is 2016, that they remembered Freddie claiming that his father, real estate magnate Fred Trump Sr., was actually the Jewish son of German immigrants. Trump Sr. and Trump Jr., who share the middle name Christ, are not Jewish, but Trump Jr.'s middle name did lead to many jokes among his Jewish fraternity brothers, which Trump Jr. apparently found hilarious.
Wait. So some of his old fraternity brothers said that Fred, not Fred, the older brother Trump.
Yeah, Fred Jr.
Right? Fred Jr. said that their father was actually a son of German Jews.
Yeah. Check this out. His middle name was all about Trump Jr. shared with his father. Johnston writes in The Making of Donald Trump that Trump Jr. and his father did not see the landlord business the same way, and that Trump Sr. heavily criticized his son during his involvement in the family's first Trump-branded project, Trump Village in Coney Island, New York.
Wait, okay, that was Trump Jr.'s?
Yeah, the Neptune Avenue stuff.
Wow.
Donald Trump later recounted how his father rarely offered praise and instead freely criticized his children. Though Trump said his father's way worked for him, it was much harder on his older brother. Oh, so Donald liked his way. I watched him and I learned from him, Trump told the New York Times. One of Trump Jr.'s fraternity brothers, Stuart Olczyk, also said Freddie had complained that he didn't get his father's appreciation. Trump Jr.'s decision to join a fraternity, Jewish frat, might have come from his desire to be his own person. His best friend and frat brother, Bruce Turry, said, it may have been Freddie's first attempt to make his own statement to his father. Freddie was a classic illustration of someone who had a father complex. The Sammys, as they are known, were described in the 1960 Lehigh yearbook as having a flair for embroidering the offbeat with the bizarre. In all phases of activities and enterprises, Sammy has shown reluctance to accept the general and the ordinary, and thus fashion its own image among fraternities. Oh, this is Sammy's and the name of the fraternity. Though today Lehigh has a sizable Jewish student population, until the 60s, the school had a quota on the number of Jewish students admitted, and a large majority of the campus fraternities would not admit Jewish students, according to a 2012 letter proposing the addition of a Jewish frat from the school's director of Jewish student life. At the time Trump Jr. attended, Lehigh had roughly 3 fraternities that were almost exclusively Jewish, including Sigma Alpha Mu. I think probably AE Pi is one of them. Though all had closed as of 2008. Lehigh's Sigma Alpha Mu chapter was thrown off campus in 08 for violations of underage drinking. Seriously?
What was the name
Um,
of the frat from Animal House?
I don't remember. This is alongside Jewish frats Zeta Beta Tau and Alpha Epsilon Pi. Oh, AE Pi. Vie to be officially recognized by the school in 2014. AE Pi has been active on Lehigh's campus for decades, but without formal recognition from the university. Donald, who reportedly kept a photograph of Trump Jr. standing next to an airplane while living in military school, looked up to his older brother. In many ways, they had a typical brotherly relationship. When his little brother Donald was a student in the New York Military Academy, Trump Jr. sometimes took him along for summer fishing expeditions off Long Island with members of his frat. I hope you don't mind. I have to take my pain in the ass brother Donald along, Olchard recalled. Donald Trump Jr. said. As Trump Jr. left the family business in pursuit of a career in flying planes, the path opened up for Donald Trump to take over from his father.
The Delta
Yeah.
Tau
Yeah.
Pi Animal House.
However, Trump also worried about his older brother. After graduating from Lehigh in 1960 and finding himself unable to work with his father, Trump Jr. flew planes for TWA until his problems with alcoholism forced him to quit his job and left his marriage in ruins. That's, by the way, why Donald doesn't drink. Donald, who was in college when he first noticed his brother's drinking problem, told New York Times he was too young to realize what was happening to him. Trump Jr. died from alcoholism at the age of 43, and his story is often cited as the reason why Donald Trump does not drink. When Trump's father died in 1999, the will, which Donald had helped draft, disowned the deceased Trump Jr. And his children. Trump Jr.'s children sued, claiming Trump was to blame. According to the New York Times, just a week later, Trump withdrew the medical benefits he had been providing for his brother's son, Fred Trump III, who had cerebral palsy. I was angry because they sued. Though Trump saw his older brother as his opposite, never quite serious enough about the business he valued, Trump may still find lessons in his brother's life. He would have been an amazing peacemaker if he didn't have the problem because everybody loved him. That's all I said. Dude, can I show folks at home what
Is that where that niece of his who was like?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But can I show the folks at home what Trump donated to in Israel? There was a town when they pulled Jews out of here you go. I want to show visually what this, it's a plaque. There you go. Trump donated towards settlement evacuees. President Donald Trump assisted the Israeli government to establish infrastructure for new communities for Israelis being evacuated from the settlements in the Sinai in the 1980s and from Gaza in 2005. Ynet has learned. This is November 2016. Sinai was evacuated as part of a peace agreement between Israel and Egypt, which Gush Katif and Gaza was done so at the behest of former Prime Minister Ariel Sharon in a unilateral withdrawal. According to various estimations, Trump's financial donations amounted to millions of shekels. The high cost of evacuating Gush Katif, which stood at 10 billion shekels, we're talking about $3 billion, caused the Israeli government to seek assistance from the Jewish National Fund and other Jewish donations. We issued an appeal to Karen Kayemet Yisrael and JNF offices worldwide, explained Effie Stenzler, former chairman of the JNF. Kakal USA sought donations in the US, and one of them was sought from Trump, who is considered to be an avowed supporter of Israel, and he donated money toward the establishment of infrastructure in new communities. The funds were used to build greenhouses, to construct houses, and to pave access roads. By the way, yeah, the Hamas destroyed them. See, it shows. Nahalat Shalom, Donald Trump, neighborhood, Nahalat Shalom, Jack and Aviva Robinson, Joseph Salinger, Samuel, there's a bunch of people, and Donald Trump. It's a place called, appears in the names of donors of Moshav Dekel, means palm. It also turns out the tycoon turned politician contributed some of his wealth in 1980 towards evacuating settlements in the Sinai, and his name appears, it wasn't towards evacuating, as it was to the people who were evacuated. He didn't want them evacuated. appears on a list of donors in the Hevel Shalom region, which absorbed the evacuees at Sinai and Gaza. According to Yaron Solomon, the director of Settlement Department of Agricultural Union, some of the evacuees chose to establish 3 communities through this union, which included Dekel, Talmei Yosef, and Yavul.
It's very odd that he would have anything to do with things going on in Israel.
Yeah.
Like, why?
As is customary, Kakal engraved the names of the donors on a special plaque of gratitude in the center of Moshav in Dekel. So here we go. Here is the award that he got on his wall. The award is from JNF, the Eitz Chaim Award. Here you go. Here you go. Blim. No? There's that award. You could see it.
Yeah.
It's from. I wanted people to see like close up of it. Here. It's in his office, prominently displayed in his office. Prominently. Like, I don't know. It's just, hey, speaking of ZOA. Here's what billionaire Donald Trump's office looks like. Business Insider.
His Talis bag is on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
Films
exactly.
on the right. The Gemara Yerushalmi is behind.
There you go. Here you go. One that stands out to Trump is the Tree of Life, a humanitarian award given by the JNF. It means so much to me. A lot of times I'll have friends of mine come in who are Jewish, and they'll see the Tree of Life and they'll say, wow, what a great thing. Yeah, I just want to show people like the close-up of it. I had somewhere. No. Whatever. I had it somewhere. I had it on my
just like the internet is just like just a heap of lies.
Yeah. And manipulations and distortions and what is it called? Like
you know what?
Omissions. They lie by omission a lot of the time.
Everybody who is involved in maintaining the lie, like journalists, and can you guys just please die? Just kill yourself. Just die. Just hurl all of yourselves off of a cliff. Please rid the world of your evil. Please just die. Yeah, bro. Yes, I'm not being dramatic. Like, I just can't. I can't even look at this shit, bro. There's so many lies about everything,
Yeah.
Folks, I mean, look, the only reason I
had friends tell me like, oh, he just befriended them because he worked in real estate. That's why they were his friends. Dude, I want to smack these people.
Trump's father, and even Trump himself, like, people saw him around our neighborhood in Brooklyn. Like my uncle, my uncle had like a place not far from one of Trump's Brooklyn offices.
Yeah.
You'd see Fred Trump.
Yeah, my dad saw him every month. Once a month.
People knew them. You understand? Like
yeah.
A lot of the information that we have doesn't come from the internet. It comes from
it comes from people from stories, personal. Yeah, you want to call them anecdotal? Yes, they're anecdotal because they're reality. They're real.
Anecdotal is way better than what the shit that they're writing. Garbage.
Yeah,
and lies. Okay.